We'll be working on, we're gonna put some primer on that engine right there, Rust-Oleum we're talking about. But in the meantime, we done already built this cart. That's them cast iron wheels right there. Got them grease fittings in yonder. I got that pipe there. A solid bar axle in yonder. A little bit different on the metal work right there. Still that straight up and down shape, you know. Works the same. Them wheels right there. Them wheels rolls real easy. You know, got them grease fittings in there. Oh, them's nice wheels right there. You know what I mean? I made some wheels one time, but I can't make a wheel cheap as you can buy them. You can get them on the internet there, I hear. Cast iron with they have a roller bearing in them. Works pretty good. You know, we're looking at this upside down. I'm gonna drill some holes in there, mark them out at least. Well, same style. That's them wheels right there. You know, works out real good. Nice rolling little cart you get out of them wheels. But, oh yeah. Yeah. And we get some parts, and we'll get that flathead running right there. Just need some parts for it. Yeah, being some years back, you remember we put that engine together right there, caught that baling war engine, and coated it with that boiled linseed oil. You know, 2 coats. Coated it with a rag, remember? Wiped it off. This is some years later, and you can see it suffered nonetheless for shelf wear. No rust whatsoever on the finish. Was considering touching it up with a freshened up coat of boiled linseed oil. And not that it needs it, but I think it would be, maybe it would it would freshen this up to some extent and add a long life to the finish itself. So protection of the metal is its purpose. And the baling war. Oh yeah. 8.5 horsepower on that thing right there. That's what I'm talking about. Not sure. I'm not sure about where this thing come from, but somewhere, you know, like that right there is what that's all I'm gonna know about that. Let's get that thing in the shed. The most enthusiastic one here is the young lad taking the money. He's on the ball. I would hire him. The backlog is the target. What I found out was the problem is the tartar sauce machine right there it's out, and everybody comes over to get tartar sauce has to go back to the counter to get a refill. That's where the backlog is. Well, I don't even see it myself. I think they took it away. No, I think I'm next. I've been listening to the radio. When you be working in your shop and you have music playing in the background, you can't be recording no video on account of copyright. So I just took a few days to listen to the radio. So in the meantime, while the radio was on, I did some stuff. Got one coat of that Rust-Oleum paint on that engine right there. Them skids right there. That's that wipe on gel. I like that color. So I'll get another coat of that Rust-Oleum on there. That's that hunter green, regular old hunter green, the regular kind. So 3 coats. We'll get that done. We'll call this video the Kennedy Toolbox. It's a Kennedy 520. And it's in condition that's hole drill here, one on the opposite side, and then it has the handle. It's in really good shape. A little tarnish on the plating there, and it has a decimal equivalent chart stuck to the lid there, which I'm okay with that. And also it had a lock and a hasp on it when I got this toolbox. And I needed a toolbox to go in this area here between the, I'll probably dedicate this to the milling machine. But as I was cleaning it up, the story was an Amish auction, and there was a war coiler at this auction that I was interested in, and was lucky enough to purchase the winning bidder. And this Kennedy toolbox came in the package deal with that spring winder. So it was not in as good condition as it is now. But the reason for the video is to say it's kind of inspiration that this Amish auction sale was to me. The ingenuity of the complexity of the line shafts in this workshop was just unbelievable. Shop built stove that was, it was so warm and cozy. But just the machinery and such that Henry had accumulated. And I assume this was Henry's toolbox, which makes me all the more proud to own this toolbox in this condition, and lucky to be that it is a Kennedy toolbox. It shows that most machinists will have a Kennedy toolbox, let's just say that. But it had a lock and hasp, but it had been added to it right there. And this here it was bent down, and so I straightened it back up. And I'll have a lock on order and replace that. But as far as the holes goes, you know, I'm okay with that. Henry did that, I'm sure. So I'm okay with that. Nonetheless, it's still a Kennedy toolbox. And the felt is unbelievably good after a blowing with the air hose right there. All the felts is really, really good. Works good. And, you know, as any machinist box would be. It's had some neglect. Use. It's had some use. This toolbox shows use. And there is a door front that is, it's really nice. And, but I just want to say thanks. And I think the auction sale was not of hardship or nothing like that. The gist I got of it, it was just that Henry was changing from metalworking to woodworking, and hence different machinery and such. Needed the space evidently or something, whatever. But I was fortunate to be at that sale, and in a great amazement in that crowd right there, it was and the enormity of stuff that was for sale. Thanks, Henry, for the patina you done put on this box right here. You know what I mean? The work you do down there in that shop, the things you make in there, samples and stuff I've seen of your work right there. You know, thumbs up. I think it's a real good job you're doing there. It's not the right one, but I'm going to leave it in there. It looks good. The problem is this box has a little thing up there in the lid that needs a little hook arm. Catches in a little slot up there. This one ain't got it. The little arm I got on there is just a paddle type. And the other option is a longer, straight paddle type. So, well, you know what you're going to do. Well, you know, it looks pretty good to me. Kennedy 520. Oh yeah, it kind of looks something like that right there. So, put that there. That's one of them aftermarket locks right there. It fitted in that hole originally. It's not right. The little thing on the back there don't have no hook in it back there. Operate on the other end. Well, actually, that's I'm gonna go ahead. I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and paint that engine right there tomorrow, probably another coat. But I'm gonna have to turn the radio back on. It's beekeeping time here in Tennessee. I have to work them bees out there. Spring's already here. I done been noticing the Easter lilies has come up in the area. So robins in the backyard. I mean, if you interested in weather forecast, it's been rainy, cold, some snow the other day. But it's time to get them bees ready for spring here. I think I need to add another box on there. You know, it's one of them times a year when you don't know what to do. You know, as a beekeeper, it's the area that you live in that governs how you work your bees. I'm just saying, from here in Middle Tennessee, Shop Dog Sam. Oh, I think that'd be enough. Now, a little bit above a learning right there. That machine. Manual. Spring winder. Kennedy 520. A number on that tool chest here. Got that, I was lucky. I was blessed to get this box at an Amish auction sometime back recently. Most interesting auction I have ever been to. One of. It was great. But this was Henry's box right here, I assume. And it had a lock on it right there. And I done took it off. No disrespect meant, for sure. Straightened up the hole in the thing there. Aftermarket lock right there. Key looks good hanging in there, I guess. But it don't work. It's supposed to have a little thing in the back right there to hook in that other part up at the top. And this one don't have that. I wasn't going to lock the box, no way. I'm here in Middle Tennessee. Shop dogs.